Okay. And so your cycle of success, you're just like, I want the cruise. Tell me how to get it. I want it. I want it. I want it. Well, you know what? It starts with your why. And so your why right now might be the cruise. It might be the thing that motivates you and says, I'm going to get this cruise. I have to tell you, when I came into Tupperware, one of my whys is I wanted a honeymoon, and I had never, ever, ever been on a honeymoon. Jim and I had been married, I think about 4 or 5 years. And I had to tell you, it was hard because we were very young, very young. And my dad was a Baptist minister, and there was no big money for any big vacay. I mean, our vacationing was camping. And that's what fine. I love camping, but I don't want to do it for my honeymoon. And that some people would. But then Jim's father was injured on the railroad. And so there was no big, it was great for them to help us with what they did, honestly, on both families. And we were very appreciative, but there was no big honeymoon. And so when I got into Tupperware, I thought, I'm going to earn a honeymoon. And I earned a trip to the Bahamas. I'm telling you, I worked so hard for that. And it was my why. It motivated me, inspired me. It made me get up and go, And when people said, I don't want that, I'm like, okay, next, because I had this big why out there. So your why is something that you're striving for, something you want, and something the Tupperware is going to be the solution for. And it's something that makes it so when the noise happens, it doesn't matter because your vision is on your why. That's a why. A lot of times your why can be so passionate that it'll make you cry. And so that why could be something like, I want to go on a honeymoon. Because honestly, I really did. I mean, that's how passionate it was. Or it might be, I want to put my kids through private school. Or it might be, I want to buy my husband a truck and I want to pay cash. And I'm just saying some of the whys that some of our directors have had and accomplished. It might be that you want to, feel the accomplishments, and you want to feel the success and take your husband on a trip that, you maybe not be able to afford any other way. Or maybe it's that you're putting a kid through college, or maybe it's you're creating a dream for a new living room set, or whatever the case is. You've got to find something that makes you tick. It might be paying off a bill and having the joy of handing your husband a piece of paper that says, by the way, this is paid off. Thank you, Tupperware. And, that could be, just paint the picture though. It's not just about paying off a bill. It's the idea of how you're going to feel when that's done. All right. And so take that emotion and dwell on it. Think about it. Feel like, you need to feel that and experience that emotion and the feeling of knowing I did it. I will tell you, I visualized my husband putting his arm around my neck on the plane, just putting his arm around me and saying, baby, you did good. And that was enough to drive me, because I visualized that and I could think of that. And it really did make me want to work harder. I wanted to do it not just for me, but I wanted to do it for us. I wanted to give us a getaway. And I have to tell you, when I joined Tupperware, the thing that really got me motivated was realizing that any other job I ever had, I worked really, really hard just to put a nest egg away so that I could have money that we could maybe go on a vacation or do something fun with the kids and so forth. And every time it happened, the refrigerator would break, or the car would need new tires, or, something would happen, and I'd pull that money from the nest egg that I was saving for a vacation, and there it went. And putting a vacation on credit cards is not wise for anybody. It's just not. And so didn't want to do that. And so it came down to, we tried very hard in any other, year before Tupperware to do that. And it always ended up coming back to, yeah, we're going to have a staycation before staycation was cool. All right. And so we would have lots of staycations and try to make the very best of it. Well, Tupperware changed that. And when I joined Tupperware, I found out that I could have it all. I could have the money in the bank account, because I could actually be making more money. But you know what was really, really cool? Tupperware paid for the vacations. And what was even cooler than that is that I was able to have a free company car. So wherever you're at in this business, I just want you to know there's more for you. And you can have a why here. You can have a dream here. You can have ambition here. You can look forward to the next opportunity and the next goal. And, every day when you get up, think about what you're doing today to make it happen. And I did just that. I literally wrote it down and I put it on my mirror. What am I doing today to get me closer to my goal? Whatever the goal is, what are you doing today to get you closer to your goal? Write it down and every day get up and think, what am I doing today to get me closer to my goal? And if that goal is to buy a bike for your son, or if that goal is to buy, new pair of tennis shoes for your husband that you didn't have to charge, or if that goal is to go on a cruise, I want you to know you need a why and you need something to really make you tick. All right. And make you get excited and make the noise go away, because there's always going to be naysayers. There's always going to be noise. All right. Those people that say you can't really make money in that, or I can't believe you're doing that, or all that kind of stuff. They don't know us, and they don't know the success of the Lorettas and the Pam Clift and the Ellen Lewises. And so they don't know what you know. So you've got to let that pass by and not even land on you. All right. You got to duck if you have to. And, you've got to make sure that you don't let that affect you. I will tell you something. You show me your 10 best friends, and I will tell you whether or not you'll be a success or not, because it is going to poison you if you let it. And if you don't let it, then you rise above it and pick good friends, you'll be fine. I know sometimes you sleep with that person, but that's okay. You've got to get past that one. That's the one you have to learn to let it roll off and understand that they don't know what you know. Okay. So they don't know. We used to always say, put oil on your shoulders every morning when you get up, put some oil on your shoulders. And so things slide off, just let it slide off, and dwell with those people that do motivate you and do inspire you. Your circle should encourage you. Your circle should inspire you. Your circle should clap for you. And those are the people you want to hang around with. And those are the people you want to keep close to you. And I promise you, you show me your 10 best friends, and I will tell you whether or not you're going to the top in this business. And it's sad, but it's true. So pick your friends wisely. Okay. And so we're going to go to the next little circle here, and it's called date. And date comes in with Loretta teaching us how to get those parties dated. Take it away, Loretta.
So I wanted to share with you guys the next part. So definitely none of this will work if your why isn't there. Okay. Because no one else can do this for you. You're not punching in a clock. You're not, reporting to someone. This is your business. You're the president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, everyone. This is you. Okay. So that why has to be very strong. Whenever I start slipping, or I'm like, oh, I don't know, whatever, I remember my why. Okay. My why, if I really think about it, will make me cry. It's either about earlier it was with my kids and taking care of them, or having the lifestyle we wanted for that. And now it's with my mom and having this business so I could have the flexibility and the freedom to be here for my mom. So what do I need? I need to have parties in my date book. Okay. Whether they're virtual or whether they're live, it doesn't matter. You need to have the parties. Okay. Yes, you can sell a little bit here and a little bit there, and you can have your VIP groups. Absolutely have your VIP groups, and you'll get orders. Okay. But the party is going to get you a $500, $600, $1,000 in sales versus, $50, $70, $100 for a couple orders. Okay. So which one would you rather have? So to get those parties in your date book, think about it. Why do people want to have parties? Okay. Free product, right? That's probably number one, right? They want some free stuff. Why not? Who doesn't? They want to help their girlfriend or boyfriend. Okay. They want to help their friend. So when you're posting, when you're doing your home parties, I'm always sharing, hey, Betty's going to need 2 of her friends to have a party tonight to get all our host gift specials. Okay. So they want to help their friends. They want to have fun. You need to have your parties live or virtual, guys. They need to be fun. They need to be interactive. They need to be a part of it. They need to say, oh my goodness, that was a great time. I want to do it too. People want to get together. I mean, it's opening up now. People want to get back to seeing people. They want to be with their girlfriends. They want to be with their friends. They want to get out of their house. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having cabin fever. Okay. I want to get out. So people want to get together with family and friends. And they love new recipes too. Okay. So those are just all right. Not sure if you have some background noise, don't forget to hit mute. All right. So whether you're dating or not, there's a process, okay? And this has been around since probably, I don't know when, but everything is founded around the 5-step sales process, okay? Whether you're dating a party, selling a product, or recruiting people, okay? There's 5 steps to this. And the first one is you need a prospect. You need to have people to ask, okay? And so if you don't have that, who are you going to date? All right. So you always want to be out there. You always want to be sharing your business, whether it's on social media, whether it's live in person, wherever you're going, you need to ask. All right. Hey, do you have a Tupperware consultant? Hey, have you seen Tupperware, recently? Hey, do you know we're online? So whatever your opening question is, you need to go out there and ask, because if you don't, someone else is. Okay. And so they're waiting for you. So always have a contact list, okay? And you guys, if you've been on any of our trainings, always have your contact list. Okay, all right. So contact list, guys, it's extremely important. You got to have those contacts to talk to. And that's why step number 1 is so important. So you need to go out there and find those new people, okay? Make it fun for yourself. Whether you want to call it your star book. I have my little notebook. All right, I got it from Tupperware. I love what I do. And in here, I don't tear any pages out. And I meet people, whether I'm working an event or I just did a party or on social media or out and about at anywhere. Okay. If they showed an interest or want to know more, or maybe I'm thinking, someday I want to have that person on my team, I am going to put their name in my book. All right. And I put their name at the top and I put all their info about them. Where did I meet them? Do they have children? What do they like to do? Whatever I found out about them. Okay. Their contact information, their address, their social media address, their cell phone number. Okay. And so all of that is there. So I know who they are. And then I number it 1 through 10. Okay. 1 through 10 down the side here. Okay. Because you're going to make at least 10 contacts. Okay. It has been proven over and over again. You need at least 10 contacts. Okay. Before you get a response. Okay. Now, when I say 10, I don't mean for you to call them 10 minutes in a row. Okay. I don't mean for you to constantly text them 10, every hour. Okay. I'm talking, you send them a message like, hey, loved meeting you at Jane's party last night. Okay. Love to stay in touch with you. Maybe it's just simple like that. Okay. Hey, it's Loretta with Tupperware. Maybe it's, a couple weeks go by. Hey, Jane, I was thinking of you. We have a brand new sales flyer and I know you love the Fridge Smarts and they're on special right now. Okay. Whatever it is. I'm just making this stuff up. Okay, guys. So you're going to write down when you contacted them, how you contacted them, and what the results were. Okay. And so if texting isn't getting through to them, maybe send them something in the mail when that new flyer comes out, mail it to them. Okay. And then a couple days later, call them up or text them and say, hey, Christy, did you get my sales flyer for April? You're going to love, love, love it. And I thought of you and your girlfriends, and I'd love to help you get some of it free. Okay. I'm going to bet you that you can't get to 10 without a result. Either they're going to date that party with you, or they're going to join your team, or they're going to say, never, ever talk to me again. And I've never in my 27 years had anyone say, never talk to me again. I've usually had them date a party or join the team or join my VIP group or something. Okay. So you got to have that list. And to get that list, you guys, some of you guys are new and you haven't heard this. And some of you guys are pros and you're seasoned and you know this. You got to ask Frank, right, guys? Right? You need to start with your family. F, relatives. R, A, acquaintances, people you work with, you interact with, people, maybe it's that teller at the bank. Okay. Your neighbors, do your neighbors know? Okay. Nothing worse than someone pulling up in your neighbor's yard and they're having a party with you. And you know what's even worse is that they're having a social media party with someone who lives in a totally different state and they're your neighbor. You don't want that to happen. Make sure your neighbors know. All right. Kids, moms. Okay. And if you don't have kids, people that love crafts with a K, whatever you want it to be. All right. So that's just a thought starter of how you can start making that list. If you want to have a sheet of paper, maybe you're a techie person and you do a wonderful 100 spreadsheet. Okay, whatever it is, have your list. And when you have those moments, and if you have kids and you're busy, but hey, you just dropped them off somewhere and you've got 2 seconds in the car, check someone off on your checklist, right? But if you don't have your list, you're like, who am I going to call? And you start thinking, and then all of a sudden those 2 minutes you had are gone. So always have that running list. And when those people come off because they've joined you or you've had that party with them, you want to add new people. So you're always having that rotating wonderful 100 list. Okay. All right. And just remember this, if they say no, it doesn't mean no, not ever. It just means it's a new opportunity for you to find someone else. Okay. Ask someone else. And no just means it's not the right time for them. Okay. I can't tell you, you know what? We're people. Sometimes we take things personally, maybe a lot of times. Okay. Maybe too many times. Okay. And when I was new in this business, I took a lot of it personally. And when they said no to me, it was always like, they don't want to be my friend. There was something about me they don't like. You know what? It had nothing to do with me. All right. Get yourself off that pedestal. It's not about you. It's about them and what's going on in their life. You don't know if they just had a family member pass away. You don't know if they're going through some kind of a crisis, health crisis, financial crisis, or some issues with their children. You don't know what's going on in the background. It might look pretty over here, but there's something else going on. Okay. And you'll be surprised if you keep in contact. Maybe it's every 2 months, maybe it's every 3 months, maybe it's every quarter. All right. When they're ready for you, who are they going to call? That person who's been there for them, who's just been saying, hey, if you need me, I'm here, rather than that person that's been being a pest. Okay. All right. So just remember that no just means new opportunity. Ask the next person, and it just means not right now for that person. Okay. All right. So have that list, guys. Go date those parties. They're out there. They're waiting for you to ask them, and keep that list going. All right. Who's going to have 10 parties? I'm going to dare you all. I'm going to dare you all to make 10 contacts. Okay. There's no prize. You know what the prize is? You're going to have a dating, and maybe you're going to make some money. Maybe you'll have $1,000 party and you make $250, and then you can thank me. All right, guys, go out there and make that Frank list. Start your wonderful 100 notebook, your star book, whatever you want to call it. All right, but have that running list and make those contacts and date those parties, virtual or in home.
All right, so like Pam said, your number one tip, okay, for when you are host coaching, so from the very get-go, you want to make sure that you are telling them that you are working together. Don't tell them that that you're going to do all the work by yourself. All right, because you need that. You guys are a team. You and your hostess, you are a team, and so you are working this together. Without your hostess, well, your party could not be as grand as we would like, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you all. Let's see if we can do this. All right. And I went ahead and I made, can you guys see my screen? Hopefully you can see my screen. So I went ahead and I took Tupperware's tips that they gave to us. All right. And I'll share all of these with you so that you can share these with your hostesses as well. But I took their tips and I put them into Canva. And I made them so that they are singles. All right. So tip number one, that you, besides, tip number one that you're going to give to your hostess, all right, is to personally invite 40 to 60 friends. All right. And don't rely on Facebook notifications, because they don't always get the Facebook notifications. So you want to make sure that they send out a personal text, an email, or phone call. And when you're doing this, tell them to contact their friends and their family by however they normally contact them. So if they don't normally contact them through email, don't tell them to email their friends. All right. So if they do text, then have them text. But make sure that they do it personal. Now, sometimes I will give them, you know, some to say to their to their friends as well. And that's okay. And you want to make sure that you are making them personal. All right. So, and unfortunately, my things, when I save them, did not go in order. So I just had to go in and out. Okay. So number 2, comment on everything. Now this is for your hostess. So you want to make sure that they are commenting on all of your posts and that they're excited. All right. Because honestly, their guests aren't going to care. And they're not going to be excited if the hostess is not excited. So you want to make sure that your hostess is commenting on things. And sometimes sometimes they're working. So if they comment when they get off of work, then that is okay. All right. As long as they are commenting on your things sometimes. Now, this is obviously for virtual. All right. And you do, yeah, these are all virtual. So tip number 3 is have fun. When they are enjoying themselves, when you are enjoying yourself, their friends are going to enjoy themselves. All right. So just like Loretta was talking about, you want to make sure that this is a fun party, because when they are having fun, then the more fun that they have, really, the more that they get into it, and they'll come back and they'll see all of your posts, right? And they will interact more. And when there's more interaction, then there's bigger party sales and bigger bonuses for our hostesses, bigger rewards. And that's what we want. We want our hostesses and hosts to have lots of rewards, right? So there's tip number 3. And tip number 4 is to post your own pictures of Tupperware. Now, most of our hosts, right, they have some Tupperware. Or if they don't have their own Tupperware, then have them post what's on their wish list. I have them do that a lot too. Or I'll have them tell me what's on their wish list, and then I'll send them a picture, and then they can post that picture that I send to them. All right. And that gets their guests excited, and it'll say, hey, why does she want that? And oh, maybe I want that, or maybe that's what they're saying. So make sure that your hosts are posting their own pictures, whether it's something that they have on hand or their wish list. So that's tip number 4. Tip number 5 is to tag your friends in the post. Now, for this, okay, so say you're posting about the cold brew. Oh my gosh, who loves cold brew? Now talk to your hostess. If they have somebody that they know that goes through like Dunkin' Donuts or Starbucks, have them tag those friends and be like, this could really work for you. This could save you some money, or if they have kids and you're posting about our Shapeable toy or our baby items, have them tag their friends that have babies, or maybe they have a baby coming or a grandchild coming, but have them tag those people and tell them why they think they would like that product. All right. Or they would use that. Oops, got out of it. All right. So that was tip number 5. So tip number 6 is don't be afraid to ask questions. So because if your hostess has a question, then chances are their guests are going to have a question as well. So make sure that your hosts know to ask questions, and have them ask in the party. All right. So that their friends can see it, not just asking you personally, through Messenger. You want that to be within the party. So number 7 is always be sure to personally thank everyone who placed an order. And this is where you also are working together and you are letting them know, hey, so-and-so placed an order, or you can go ahead and go in the party and you can say, thank you for hosting, or thank you for your order, and tag your host and the person who had placed the order, which is really nice because now we have that option that we are able to tag everybody within the party really easily. that's something new. At least it's new for me who has an Android. Apple might have been able to do that before, but it's really nice to be able to have that feature to be able to tag people. All right. So let me see if I can get out of stop share. All right. So those are what I send, and I will share these with you guys. I'll put them in Champion in an album. And also when you are making your list from what Loretta was telling you about with your people and your hosts, have on there things that they're things that are on their wish list. All right. So it's all in one place in your notebook, right? Oh, yeah, in your notebook. And I actually have the same notebook as Loretta. I love it. But anyway, have it all in one place. All right. So have fun. And
hi, everybody. Yes, now it's the party. Partying is fun. And so when you do a party, whether you're doing a virtual video, a Zoom, Facebook Live, whatever it is, you want to make sure you're having fun. If you have fun, they have fun. But if you're new, you need to practice. And so if you're new, go in front of a mirror and take your Tupperware and set it there and see if you smile and see if you come across as personable and see if you would like you to be in your home demonstrating Tupperware. Because if you're boring, here's a bowl. Now they're not going to listen and they're going to tune you out. So what you have to do is get their attention right away. And that really comes with practice. But a couple things you want to do is don't take too much to the party. If you take so much Tupperware and you just shove it all on a table or you put it all over the place, they don't even know what to look at. You don't know what to even demonstrate because it's too much. And so if someone asks you, well, do you have whatever it is? And you say, oh no, but at your party, I'll make sure I bring it. And that leads the way to another party that they can see a different demo. Another thing that's really important when you demonstrate, don't hold your products close to you. Make sure you hold them out, because look at the difference when I hold it close to me or I hold it out. It looks like a beautiful set and it looks better all the way around. And so make sure that you're not hugging your Tupperware, okay? That's a little better way to put it. If you're new also, and you don't know the names of the products, you don't know features and benefits. Features and benefits are really important, but don't go on and on and on, and it will bore them and then they will tune you out again. So you want to give quick features and benefits, and you want to give quick tips so they listen to you, and you want to involve everybody at the party in the demonstration. A lot of times when I do a party, I will have everybody take a piece of Tupperware and be a Vanna White and get up and demonstrate the product. And then I will take it back from them and say some other things about it. And that makes it fun, interactive. And sometimes the people that demonstrate sell the product more than you. But another tip that you want to do is when you have a bowl set, like the That's a Bowls or like this Clearly Elegant bowl, they have little tabs on the seals. Now make sure that you don't have them all which ways and that they're stacked funny, because what does that look like? It doesn't look nice. It doesn't look inviting. It doesn't look like you really want to buy that set. So line up all your tabs so they're lined up together, because, well, you can drop it too, it's okay. But when they're lined up, it's a more beautiful setting. And you want to make sure you know the names of products. This is the Clearly Elegant bowl. Now our Hostess Gift Special is the Sheerly Elegant bowl. Make sure you know the difference. And if you don't know the difference, take a little label and put the name of the product. You can put some features and benefits. You can put the price, you can put the page number, whatever you want, on a label on the bottom. So when you're demonstrating the Tupperware, you're holding it like this, but you're reading from your label until you learn exactly what you want to say about every product. Because when you do that, it helps you to know. And as you do more and more parties, I used to do like 9 parties a week in my young days, okay? And when I did that, I didn't need the labels anymore. And I could rattle off page numbers and products names like crazy because I practiced and practiced and practiced. And so know that the Clearly Elegant bowl, you should not put this in the dishwasher. So just a couple features of benefits of each product that you have, and picture a salad or a fruit salad in this bowl. So you want to make sure that you have you're giving them word pictures and not just talking and talking and talking. Does your celery bow to you when you bring it home from the grocery store and you put it in the vegetable drawers that are supposed to keep your vegetables really crisp, and it doesn't stay that way? Do your green peppers get all slimy? What you need is Fridge Smart. And don't say, I love, I need, I have. They already know that you have, you love, and you sell Tupperware. But if you say you need Fridge Smart in your home to make all your vegetables stay fresh 3 times longer. So now you're addressing them as you, which means you want them to purchase it. You want them to listen. Also, look at the difference when you put something in your product and just have it plain. So this is a set of Fridge Smart. I didn't just take one either. If you just take one of something, that's really not, it's okay, but it doesn't have a wow factor. But when you hold up this beautiful set of Fridge Smarts, that everyone needs a whole set, because if you have grapes in one and you only buy one, what are you going to let die? Your green peppers, your celery, your carrots, your broccoli, your lettuce, all those things, and keep naming things, because in their head, they're picturing what they have in their refrigerator that is going bad as they sit there, especially like green peppers and cucumbers. And so you can tell them that, tell them the features about the little, the vent that these have on it, and the wells in the bottom for the water that drains off, and that there's a chart so they don't have to memorize what, whether they need a little air, a lot of air, or no air. And so you can explain how they work, but then when you show them, tell them that the set is the best deal, because they will buy what you tell them to buy. The other thing that's really cool is when we have a lot of products that you can cook in, you can chop in, and this is the little chopper. And so I want to tell you that this is the supersonic little chopper now. And so it's not the little chop and prep anymore. And so you want to tell about the features and benefits. But when I pull the cord like this, it's okay. But when I take an onion, and I used to carry onions with me all the time when this first came out, put an onion in it, hand it to somebody, and tell them to pull it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. They pull it, they open it, and it's all chopped up. That will get them to want this so much in their home that they'll buy it. And so that's another feature. And the last thing I want to share with you is that you want to know, they need to know, everybody thinks you have to burp every bowl, but you don't. You don't burp a bowl to keep it fresh. Your Tupperware, anything you put in Tupperware is going to stay fresh 3 times longer no matter what. But round make a sound and square need air. So the only reason that you burp a round seal, and you only need to burp a round seal, is so you can turn it sideways, upside down, throw it across the refrigerator, throw it in the refrigerator, any which way, it isn't going to leak. But if you put liquid in a square seal, you can burp it 1,000,000 times, but square need air, so you don't need to burp it. It's going to leak if you turn it sideways. And they need to know that. So when they get their bowl sets, they need to know. They also need to know that Clearly Elegant and our Wondelier bowls are not microwavable. There's a whole microwavable line, and you can tell them the pages that it's on or show it on your table, but make sure they know that this is not microwavable, because some people think Tupperware is all microwavable. And so if you just have one bowl and one square, you can show that. The modular mates, you don't have to have the entire set of modular mates. You can have a rectangle, an oval, and a square, and you can show all the different sizes by mixing and matching them. But instead of just saying, these are modular mates and they keep all your dry food storage very fresh. Okay, great. But if you say, are your crackers stale when you go to take out a cracker for a cheese ball and you have to run to the store to buy another box of crackers? Well, think about if you could fit 6 packages of crackers in the Super Oval 4, they would stay fresh for about 6 months. Now that is a word picture in their head. They're going, my crackers are stale. I need to get that container. So that's all I wanted to share with you, is just a few tips. Have fun. Let's see. Don't show too much. Hold your bowls out. Set selling. It's important to take the set, because when you take a set, you sell a set. And I know Loretta used to do this, and I did this too. Every single month, I would have a different set that I made up, and I called it Nancy's Special. And I would put things together, and all they had to do was write Nancy's Special, and I would order all the different pieces, because it was, and I gave it a little discount on there. And so it just was something that I did to put different things together that I love together. So remember, features and benefits, practice in the mirror, smile, Because if you really have a sad face, they're not going to be excited and they're not going to smile. So make sure that you date some kind of party, whatever kind of party it is, and do a live video. If it's a Facebook, do a real party with people. And however you do it, have fun, talk about the products, learn about the products, and go home and practice. Thanks.
Yeah, recruiting. Okay, so yes, we want to build our teams because, oh my gosh, why not? There's so much going on with Tupperware right now. Just like there's a bridge. Do you guys know? Have you heard? It's like the buzzword right now. There's a bridge going on. The bridge is they are helping us go from one point to another all at once in what, 3 months, 4 months? Yeah, 3 months. And so you guys want to jump in on that bridge, and it's like the bridge to success. Okay, so Tupperware helps you, with incentives and moving up. You got all of us. There's so many things right now. So that's one thing you want to listen to, like Monday night's call, because the leaders call, because if you want to jump up, they've got all the details on that Monday night call. So you're going to want to, jump onto that so you can listen to all the details. And why would you want to be manager? Why would you want to move up to star manager, executive manager, even director? Oh my gosh, why not go for the full fun adventures this business has to offer, right? So, okay, so then there's another reason why you want to recruit this month is because there's a PAN for leadership development, and all the consultants who achieve manager or higher this month, they'll get the Chef Series 2 6.2 quart casserole pan with the glass cover for free. Yes, who doesn't like free, right? Okay, so let me just run over all this real quick, and then I'll give you some recruiting tips. There's also Pam and Jim's Champions Pot of Gold. Okay, so they're giving $2 for each recruit. And I think the last number I heard is probably going to get higher. I know it will. But $2 per recruit, it's like $128 right now, or maybe it's even higher. But they will put all those names into a drawing, and then someone will take all that home. All that, yeah. Someone will take it all home. So anyways, yeah, it's a lot higher right now, Pam. So anyways, the more people you recruit, the more chances you'll have in that drawing to take all that money home. And why would you not? Okay. So this is something you want to do for yourself as well as your team, as well as, you deserve it, right? The Champion Cruise. Yes, why not? Oh my gosh, I love cruising. I've been on 6 or 7 cruises, and they're so much fun. And I cannot wait to go on cruises with my girlfriends. It's going to be awesome. Yes. So you guys, you want to make, you want to do it for 2, because the more the merrier, right? You want to take your bestie with you, your hubs, so you want to make sure you go for the gusto and do it for 2, not just for 1. Get your goal, get, how you're going to do it, make your plan. If you're having a little trouble with that, you want to talk to your director or talk to Pam, and everybody's willing to help you out with that. Let's see, and we're going in September, and we're going to Catalina Island and Ensenada, Mexico. So it's going to be so much fun. Something else that you're going to get this month when you recruit is your first recruit. You can get the cold brew Carfe for $10, and it's valued at $39. And you can use tea with that, because I don't drink coffee, but I love tea. So yeah, you could use it for that. Especially when the cold brew part is so much healthier for you. Okay. And it also saves you some money instead of spending money at, Starbucks or McDonald's or wherever. So, you're going to want the cold brew. And if you already have it, why not have another one, right? Or you can give it as a gift. Always. So let me see. Another reason why you want to recruit is your second recruit. You're going to get the 360 mug, 4 clearly elegant tumblers, and the squeeze bottles for $20, and it's regularly $64, because everybody needs all of that, right? More than one. Okay. So you want to offer that opportunity and talk about, your goals, your whys, your passion will come out when you start talking about it. Okay. The people who join our team, they also get some perks too, as well as when they submit their first $40. They're going to get the Crystal Wave Plus set, which is for $20, valued at $54. And then all of us, once you hit 500 in sales, you can get the stack cooker. Let me see, the $1,000 in sales, you get the smoothie chopper and the spatula for $15. And then once your sales hit $2,000, so that's even the newbies, that's all of us. Once it hits 2,000, you can get that griddle pan for free. So yeah, so you're going to want to recruit. You're going to want to have your sales too. Now, let me give you some recruiting tips. One thing I like to do is, and I kind of make a game out of it because, why not? And I talk to people about, at the gas station, I make a conversation about, oh my gosh, like right now, gas prices are so high. Everyone will interact with you because they're always saying, yeah, the gas prices are so high, and they'll start talking about it. But you know what? Incorporate in your conversation your Tupperware business. And you say, well, thank goodness I'm with Tupperware because I can just, zap a party and then I have the money to do my running, or I have the money to do extra running, take the kids here and there, and otherwise I wouldn't have the money to do that, right? And they're going to say, Tupperware, what's up with that? So it adds to your conversation. It gets you talking about your Tupperware business. And like I said, make a game out of it. That's how I do it. And then you can also do talk about the fruit prices going up, talk about, everything's going up right now. So you have so many things that you can talk about, and just start a conversation with someone. Now, if you're shy, I've been known to be shy a time or two. And I would make myself talk to people more. And how I would do that was I would go into like a clothing store and they all say, hi, how are you? And then I would make myself answer them back. Oh, I'm good. How are you doing? And it floors them because no one ever talks back. Everybody kind of ignores them because they're on a mission for their clothes or whatever. So I always make it a point to talk to them. And I've recruited those people quite often. And somebody else that I have recruited too is my host. Those are easy because you know what? They already love Tupperware, or why would they be having a Tupperware party if they didn't already love the product, right? So, they're very easy to recruit. All you got to do is make sure you talk to each host that you have about our Tupperware opportunity. It's the best gift we have. So why not talk to them about that? And also, something that we can do, like I know our samples, when you first begin in Tupperware, you get those samples 35% off, right? So, and those active people get them at 35% off. Why not show your potential person, hey, here's one of the perks of becoming a Tupperware consultant is you get this product at 35% off. When they see those numbers, here's retail, here's 35% off, and you can get that, they're like, what? What, are you serious? Are you serious? Yeah. And then they're going to ask you, well, how much money can I make in this business? So you start rolling off your tongue, how much money you can make, how much fun you're having, the money that you save by getting the discount yourself. There's so many reasons why. And also, just like we said when we started the Circle of Success, was you want to talk about, your why. Why you got in this business and why you're still here. It's phenomenal. So it's really easy to start talking once you get on a roll. And how, just like Nancy said, the more you do it, the better off you're going to be because it's just going to roll right off. It's just going to be easy. It's going to be second nature. So practice recruiting. And then you're going to get all the recruits. You're going to make that cruise. You're going to get that PN. You're going to get that leadership development. And you know what? You might even win some money, right? So, but that's all I have. And I do want to challenge you guys to go out there and talk to people and offer our opportunity. And who knows? See you on that cruise, guys.